Hey everyone, this is Michelle Goldstein with Heart Alchemy Yoga, and I'm going to lead a short mindfulness meditation for this practice today. So it's really exciting actually to see how popular meditation is becoming, and also to see how popular especially mindfulness is. I'm also a big fan of mindfulness meditation as it works. It really, really works. So basically, let's just get started and you can check it out. It's going to be a short one, probably 10 to 15 minutes. So take a comfortable seat wherever you're sitting. That's the most important thing. And it is pretty important to get your spine erect, really from the lower back, the lower spine to the crown of the head. So if you're rounding a lot, even just to try and, if you're unable to sit upright because of that, I suggest that you sit on a pillow or a yoga block if you have one, or even a chair, I think is better. It's very important to get the spine upright. And then once you take your comfortable seat, go ahead and close your eyes if you're comfortable doing that. And feel your sitting bones press down into the ground. And just take a moment and feel your spine wobble from side to side so that you're not sitting stiff at all. You're just kind of wobbling around and finding just, okay, if I lean to the left, it's not upright. And if I lean to the right, it's also not really upright. And then just starting to wobble yourself into center. Take your shoulder heads back a little bit. Lift the chest up. So there's a real tendency to slouch when meditating. I see it all the time in classes. I'm sure that I've probably done it or do it as well. So just whenever you remember, bring your awareness back to your posture. It's important. It's important. It'll help keep you awake. And then without forcing anything, just begin to notice that you're breathing. And so we're not doing a strong yoga breath here. It's just a very natural breath. It's soft. You can breathe through your nose or in through the nose, out through the mouth. The whole point of meditation is to simply bring awareness to the moment. And in particular, mindfulness meditation, it's precisely what we do. So many, many techniques for meditation. And the techniques simply bring our mind to something intentionally, whatever the meditation is. That varies, the thing, the object. In mindfulness meditation, we bring our mind to the moment. And this is why the breath is so often used as the object of focus in meditation, because no matter where you are, you always have that particular object with you, that particular occurrence, this phenomenon of the breath moving in and out of your nose. In and out of your lungs. Then begin to do a scan of your body. Just internally, use your mind to notice how you feel from the crown of your head, down your face, your shoulders and neck. Feel the arms hang heavy and notice how they feel. Notice your torso, your heart, your upper back, lower back, abdominal area, stomach, internal organs. And feel your arms and your wrists, your hands, your fingers. And then do notice the sitting bones that you sit on and the hips, your legs, your knees. Notice your ankles, your feet, your toes. And just start to become aware of how it feels to be sitting here. And if words start to come up for you, descriptor words, for example, my so-and-so, my such and such feels tight, or I feel really open in this other place, or whatever, just be aware that those are just words and judgments and labels that the mind is attaching to the experience. And so what we are doing here is exercising our higher mind, the observer, the witness of the experience. And we're just observing how we feel. But also we're observing anything else that comes up, as far as perhaps you're hearing something else from your environment, or maybe you're having thoughts come up in your mind. Notice what those things are. If you start to think, it's totally okay, it's very natural. Bring your mind to what's coming up. And just observe. And that's it. And we use the breath like a touchstone to come back to. So we can observe the thoughts, and then when we remember, we return the mind to the experience of breathing. And if you feel like you need to move or make any adjustments in your posture, you need to scratch an itch, you need to whatever. In fact, just with my suggestive words, that those things might have come up for you. Just know it's totally okay to do so. Just be aware of your movement. Be aware of the adjustments that you make. And return to the experience. Can be a useful technique to use the labels that you use to describe how you feel or what you're thinking, or etc. And it can be a useful tool to just take those labels and be really aware of what they are, and just file them in your mind. Okay, for example, I'm having a judgment come up right now around something, or maybe a strong emotion. I'm feeling angry about something. And just take those labels and just to be aware of the root of what's coming up. Because over time with this practice, you'll probably notice patterns in themes and whatnot in your mind. And this is very important information. Not to change anything, but you can if you want to, if you know what's going on. And if thoughts do come up again and again, another useful technique is to observe your thoughts like you are watching clouds pass in the sky. Just allow your thoughts to move through your mind without grabbing on to anything. Just allow them. To flow. And again, when I remember, I come back to my breathing. Allow your shoulders to soften more, your belly to soften. Allow the corners of your mouth to lift, maybe. So with a mindfulness practice, with an awareness practice, we can start to apply whatever we want to a situation. For example, I've been working for many years to apply the lifting of the corners of my mouth. So whenever I remember, whenever it occurs to me, I do that. When I remember, I deepen my breath a little bit. Or I remember even that I am breathing. And those techniques bring us back to the moment, which is where we are, which is where the power of our life lies, is actually just right here. The goal is not to reach some other place or plane or realm per se, but rather to be just here right now. If you start to get bored, get curious. The cure for boredom is curiosity. And so at a time in history when boredom runs rampant, especially because there are so many pacifiers and quick fixes. So, I can just look at my phone and I'm not bored anymore. I can go on the internet. There are plenty of things to fill time with. So to take time to do nothing is very powerful work. Observe if you get bored, if you get frustrated, or anything else that comes up for you. Just observe it for what it is. It's okay. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It just is what it is. So cultivating a deep tolerance for what's happening. a deep contentment for what is, even if it's not on the spectrum of positive feelings or thoughts, according to your judgmental mind. So once we start to let go of this, this feels good, that feels bad, and just allow it to be what it is, then we've stepped off of the roller coaster, and the situation doesn't have any power over us because we've put our minds in neutral. Or even to observe, okay, well, my mind says or my heart says that this feels bad. Okay. And then it just is, with the understanding that everything is changing. Everything is fleeting. And we're just here right now with what is. So take a deeper breath than you've taken thus far. Take a deep breath in to your heart, your belly, your upper back, and lower back. And exhale out your mouth. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. And maybe gently blink your eyes open and bow your head into your inner teacher. So there you are, a little taster of mindfulness meditation. I hope to see you guys again soon. I hope that you're feeling a little maybe more calm or dialed into the experience of being alive right now. This is Michelle Goldstein. We're here at Heart Alchemy Yoga on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with regular offerings of yoga practices and meditation. Lots of great teachers to choose from and practice with here. Thank you so much.